design challenge for you, okay? Let's imagine that we are in a small, cozy TV room. Den is what we used to say. This is our rug. This is from Stark Carpet. It's a rug. It's beautiful. A rug as opposed to broadloom. And let's imagine that we're using this natural grass cloth on the walls, okay? Which of these fabrics would you use for Roman shades? Which one of these four would you use? I'll give you a sec. Okay. This one I definitely would not use. First of all, the color's a little weird with the grass cloth. Second of all, a big graphic black pattern against a big graphic black pattern. No, that's not good. The iconic Scalamandre zebras. I'm gonna say no because I feel like it's trying really hard. It's a little too matchy. Now I love the zebras and I love them in wallpaper and I love them in brown. Here though, as a fabric, as Roman shades, not such a fan because it just feels a little, I don't know, matchy and hey, I know Scalamandre, that's how cool I am. So we're not gonna do that either. Okay, this is also kind of iconic actually. This is Braunschweig Les Touches. And so it's kind of a vaguely animal pattern. This is an almost. It's hard to explain why I don't really love it. I guess it's just a little too frenetic for me, but the colors aren't bad. So I guess I would say I'm on the fence about this. If you love this, I could go with it, but it wouldn't be my top recommendation. Okay, of those four, this is my favorite. Now it's a little thick, the fabric for Romans, but doesn't mean I haven't used it before. And I just think that this is super fun. The scale, there isn't as much variation in scale as I would like, but you know, the colors are there, but we kind of bring in this blue-gray color. It's fun. It would be great in a small space. Plus, I'm just partial to this pattern. I think it's just so fun. And this is a strong pattern. This is a strong pattern. I feel like this all works together very well. Now, though, if I were actually recommending this to a client, I might bring this. But to be honest, and this is going to surprise you, I think, I might just suggest that we go with a neutral fabric, not too light, because white as a background, it just can look like a bed sheet. We don't want that. With some kind of trim along the bottom or along the inset trim. So it would be inset like 2 inches from all the sides. So, I mean, I think that would be the funnest. So I would do that, or, you know, even a trim like this, a little boring. If you really wanted to get your zebras in, you could do this. I would do it just along the bottom. That I could get behind. I could get behind that much more than doing the whole fabric. Or I've been done, why will no one use this? I love this trim so much. Or just that. So that is actually what I would probably recommend to the client if this were a real project. How did you do? Here is a design challenge for you. Let's pretend that we are in a dining room, and let's pretend that our foundation of the room is this gorgeous, gorgeous rug from Stark. I love it so much. My rep brought it to me and she said, I just think you need to have this because it looks like you. And she is correct. It does look like me and I love it. Can't wait to use it. Okay, so dining room, floor, very important piece of the puzzle here, my friends, the table. Let's pretend we are working with a cherry dining table, okay? Let's pretend. The client already has it. Let's pretend that that's what we're working with. Very important. Which of these wall coverings would you use in this scenario? There are 2 to 3 that I would use. So which of these would work and which would not? I will give you a minute. Actually, I'm not giving you a minute. I'm giving you a few seconds. But anyway, okay, let's go around counterclockwise. This one, and you should always look at things, you know, up this way, but for purposes of this video, this light blue grass cloth totally works. It just is, I don't know, it's kind of a wimpy color for a dining room, or it seems a little cold for a dining room. It's more like it works with these colors. I just don't love it for a dining room. That's why I give you all the information. So we're gonna say no to that one. This one, definitely no. The color is great, but we've got this stripy action. We've got this stripy action, too much stripe, for sure. This, again, if you really wanted blue, this does work. because it's almost a strié. The stripes do not compete with this. It just gives the walls a little texture. So this is the one I would say, if you really like blue or you wanted it to be blue, then this would totally work. Orange, okay? Now, orange and green, opposite each other on the color wheel. So, you know, the colors themselves work. That's why the cherry looks good on here. But again, this is the cherry. I mean, so no, just no. I hope I don't have to explain that too much. Just no, don't do that. Okay. And this, kind of the same thing. I kind of like the yellow with this blue and green. I hate it with the cherry. Like, hate. I think that is so pukey and gross. So no, we're gonna get rid of that. Okay, purple. I wish I'd had a grass cloth in this color because that's really what I would want to do. But I think this purple is absolutely lovely in this scenario, and it really says to people, I don't need to match things one-to-one. I can totally like use different colors, and like I don't have to be so matchy-matchy. So the purple is something I would use for sure. That's a definite. And then this amazing wall covering from Philip Jeffries. I hope it's not discontinued. I can't say for sure, but I just think the color is amazing with this. It's not exact, but it's great. It's shiny, if you can see the lacquer finish. It's awesome. The green with the orange table, it's fantastic. So these are the two I would definitely use. This is the one where if you said, I've always in my whole life wanted a blue dining room and I must have one, I'd say, okay, let's give you your blue dining room via this. How did you do?